95% of people will never get rich, not because they don't want to, but because they're not willing to make the sacrifices required. The truth is, wealth isn't just about making money. It's about what you're willing to give up to get there. So if you want to escape the average life, listen closely. Here are the 15 sacrifices you must make if you ever want to be rich. 15. Giving up the just one more mentality, because it adds up fast. You often tell yourself, just one more Uber Eats order, just one more designer bag, just one more night out, and suddenly your bank account looks like it's been through a horror movie. Here's the thing. Wealthy people aren't allergic to fun. They just know where to draw the line. Warren Buffett, worth over $100 billion, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Meanwhile, some people finance a couch like it's a life or death decision. See the difference? A $5 coffee might not seem like much, but buying one every day costs $1,825 a year. Invest that instead. In 20 years, you'd have over $100,000, assuming a 10% return. So, are you willing to say no to short-term pleasures for long-term gains? Or are you going to keep convincing yourself that just one more won't hurt? 14. Ditching the "I deserve this" mindset. Because do you? The classic, "I worked hard, so I deserve this." Yes, you deserve happiness, but does your bank account deserve to be drained? Here's what the rich do differently. They invest before they splurge. The average person spends first and then wonders why they can't invest. A $50,000 salary doesn't mean you have $50,000 to spend. Yet, lifestyle inflation tricks people into thinking every raise is a reason to upgrade their car, wardrobe, and vacations. Meanwhile, people like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs wore the same outfit daily to focus on more important decisions. 13. Letting go of unproductive friends because they're holding you back. Birds of a feather flock together. So if your squad's main ambition is debating which pizza place delivers the fastest, it might be time for a new flock. The wealthy surround themselves with driven, ambitious people because they know success is contagious. Meanwhile, the average person stays in friend groups that normalize bad financial habits. Here's a brutal truth. If your friends constantly complain about being broke but refuse to change their habits, guess what? You're next. Studies show that your income is often the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not about ditching people, but about aligning with those who challenge and inspire you. Are your friends helping you grow or keeping you stuck? 12. Sacrificing comfort. Because growth hurts. Do you want to know the real reason most people never get rich? They're addicted to comfort. Waking up early, investing in risky ventures, and constantly learning new skills is uncomfortable, but it's also necessary. Elon Musk once lived on $1 a day, eating hot dogs just to see if he could survive while building his empire. Meanwhile, some people panic if they can't afford daily lattes. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to push through the hard times? Or are you only interested in success if it's easy? 11. Ignoring trends because keeping up is expensive. You don't need the latest phone, the newest fashion drop, or whatever TikTok is pushing this week. The problem is that keeping up with trends is expensive, and most of them die fast. Rich people don't get rich by being trend chasers. They get rich by investing in things that grow. If you're always upgrading your lifestyle to match social media, you're playing a losing game. Millionaires wear the same sneakers for 5 years and drive Toyotas. Mark Cuban, a billionaire, cuts his own hair. Meanwhile, some people finance a $1,200 phone every year and wonder why they're broke. The only trend that should matter to you is wealth building. Everything else is just noise. 10. Saying no more often, because every yes costs you. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Yes to weekend parties? No to an early morning side hustle. Yes to an expensive vacation? No to another investment opportunity. The rich understand that time and money are finite, so they say yes selectively. The average person is exhausted from saying yes to everything. People pleasers rarely get rich because they spend their money and time trying to make everyone else happy. Do you want to see if you're on track for wealth? Count how many times you've said no this week. If you can't, that might be why your bank account isn't growing. 9. Quitting the 9-to-5 mindset. Because it won't make you rich. A 9-to-5 can make you comfortable, but if it's your only plan for wealth, good luck. The rich think beyond salaries. They build businesses, invest, and create multiple income streams. Meanwhile, the average person works for one paycheck and panics if they lose their job. The average millionaire has at least 7 income streams. 7. Meanwhile, most people have one and hope for the best. Even if you don't quit your job, start thinking like an owner, not an employee. Passive income, investments, and ownership. That's where the real wealth is. 8. Cutting back on mindless entertainment, because Netflix won't make you rich. You know what rich people don't do? Spend 6 hours a day binge-watching shows while complaining about being broke. The average American watches 4 hours of TV daily. That's 60 full days per year. Wasted. Now imagine if you used even half that time to build a business, learn a skill, or network. Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon by watching reruns. And Elon Musk didn't launch SpaceX by scrolling TikTok for 6 hours a day. If your free time isn't getting you closer to wealth, it's time to reevaluate how you spend it. So, what's it going to be? Will it be another episode or another step toward financial freedom? 7. Skipping instant gratification. Because success takes time. Broke people want results now. They invest today and expect to be rich tomorrow. They want six-pack abs but quit the gym after a week. On the other hand, wealthy people play the long game. Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire overnight. Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after 50. Meanwhile, most people panic sell their stocks the moment the market dips. Patience is the ultimate wealth hack, but most people are too addicted to quick dopamine hits to wait for real success. Are you? 6. Spending less on status symbols, because no one cares. The fastest way to look rich is to buy flashy things, but the fastest way to be rich is to invest. Millionaires drive used cars, wear normal clothes, and live in reasonable homes. But broke people? They finance luxury cars to impress people they don't even like. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day. Meanwhile, some people spend their entire paycheck trying to flex on Instagram. Real wealth isn't about proving anything to anyone. If your bank account isn't growing, but your closet is, you're doing it wrong. 5. Learning instead of complaining, because knowledge pays. Broke people complain, but rich people learn. That's the difference. The average millionaire reads 2 books a month. The average person scrolls social media for hours and wonders why their life hasn't changed. Elon Musk learned how to build rockets from books. Bill Gates still reads 50 books a year. Knowledge is free, but most people ignore it. What's your excuse? 4. Cutting out toxic habits, because they're draining you. Smoking, gambling, and impulse shopping aren't just bad for your health. They're draining your wallet. The average smoker spends $2,000 a year on cigarettes. The average lottery player loses hundreds annually. Door dashing every meal instead of cooking? Oh, don't even get me started. Wealthy people don't waste money on things that provide no return. If something isn't making you happier or richer, it's a bad investment. Look at your spending habits. Are they building your future or destroying it? 3. Choosing productivity. Over busy work, because movement isn't progress. Answering emails all day feels like work, but does it make you richer? Organizing your desk for the 3rd time this week feels productive, but does it move the needle? Wealthy people focus on high-impact tasks, networking, investing, and building systems. Broke people stay busy with things that don't actually create value. So ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now? If the answer is no, pivot. 2. Accepting that not everyone will support you, because success is lonely. The moment you start prioritizing wealth, some people will have a problem with it. They'll call you cheap. They'll say you've changed. But why? That's because when you level up, it forces others to confront their own lack of progress. And most people hate that. The rich don't seek approval, they seek results. If you're waiting for validation, you'll never make it. 1. Taking full responsibility, because no one's coming to save you. The biggest sacrifice on the road to wealth is giving up excuses. No blaming the economy. No waiting for a lucky break. Wealthy people own their outcomes, whereas broke people just wait for a miracle. They tell themselves the system is rigged while wasting money on things that don't serve them. The moment you realize your financial future is in your hands, everything changes. Let's be honest, most people won't make these sacrifices. They'll keep wasting money, making excuses, and waiting for life to magically change. If you've been this far, you already have the mindset most people lack. Now, how many of these sacrifices are you actually willing to make? Wealth isn't about luck. It's about doing what others won't. If you're serious about leveling up, start today. And hey, like this video? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more brutally honest wealth building insights. Because trust me, you're going to need them.